Hi everybody, this is Tina with Rehatch Designs. Hope everybody's doing well today. I'm going to do the flip through of my little Halloween journal. And this is probably going to go out before the last two installments. I've done all of this on my channel, the construction and the decorating, but I think the last two decorating videos may come out after the flip through. Not 100% sure, but in any case, I'm going to do the flip through, and whatever order it's in, the whole process is on my channel, and it will be linked to this video. Okay. What this is a journal that is mainly comprised of Tim Holtz Halloween ephemera and things and all his kind of stuff that he has. And I have a series. If you're new to my channel, welcome. What it is I have a lot of Tim Holtz stuff, as do a lot of us, and I tend to not use it. A lot of the types of journals that I do, I don't use Tim Holtz stuff, but I really love it and I want to use it, and I want to push myself to try and go in that direction and use more of this stuff and incorporate more. And I figured if I get more familiar with using it and just get it out and have fun with it, that maybe we can all kind of use it together, get out our stash. So anyway, this is the journal that I made. It is comprised of a tag that I made on my channel to kind of resemble a coffin shape, but I didn't cut down the edges. I wanted it to be square on the bottom so that it will sit up, and it's made to be like a decoration and a journal in one. It's a twofer. It's kind of like something to put on your mantle or a table or a coffee table or something like that, opened up, and you'll see that when we open it. You can see it better on the back, but this is the Tim Holtz embossing folder with the skulls, and I kind of grunged it up a little bit, and as I said, there's a whole series out there. And then there's some, this is the mummy tape here. In the front, the mummy tape is just wrapped around a couple times, and then there's the lock and key, the Tim Holtz lock and key. I added things probably since, if this, well, I guess it just depends on when you see which video. I added a few things from the last video that you may not have seen. This Curious Things metal piece here, and then this 31 chipboard piece, and then these witches in front. So that is the beginning of the journal, and the way it unties is you just basically, this key is just looped through here. That's it. So, and it comes off. So here's the journal, and it is an accordion fold. So when you open it up this way, and you will see that I have Tim Holtz die cut in here in the back, and I just have some things in there just to, I'm just going to take the stuff out and then put it back in later. There's just a lot of little things in there, and there's a story to this journal. The story is that this is all about a wedding and all the people that go to the wedding and all the people in the town. It's in Salem, Massachusetts, and it's a strange story, a gathering of ominous forces, and that's why it says Curious Things. And it's just kind of strange things go on. Here's a picture of the Undertaker, and he is an uncle of the bride. And here is some more ephemera that has just a little card in loving memory of Mrs. M. Claybaugh. And here is, I used a lot of the chapter 3 things. This is a calling card for Hiram M. Woods, MD. And Hiram is the one that is getting married today. And he's getting married to Marianne, who comes from a rather odd family. But he doesn't really know that much until the wedding. He starts noticing how strange these people are. Anyway, so that's this front part here with 2 pockets, and there's that. Then the next part is, there's this little witch here, and this is Aunt Martha. Oh, and the 2 on the front, that's Miriam and Maybelle, and they're sisters, and they are bridesmaids in the wedding. And Hiram thinks it's rather odd that they're dressed in all black and these weird hats, but you know, he's just not quite understanding what's going on, but then he's not totally disturbed because he doesn't quite get it. Okay, and here is an envelope that we have one of those transparencies in, and this was also a chapter 3 little envelope. And then this has a couple of pictures in here from snapshots from Tim Holtz of the kids in Halloween costumes. And let me just put that somewhere over here. And then here is a picture, here is some ephemera with an owl in it, and then there's our pocket right there, and that just gets tucked in there, so I just put it back. Okay, this is the journal portion of this journal, and even though this is a nice little small, oh, and I never told you what size it was. It is, oh, let's see, here it is. Just about 4 inches, I would say, by, well, just about 7. 4 by 7. So that is that. Okay, so here is the journal portion, and it is basically, this is one of those Tim Holtz, I don't know which one it's called, but it is a, I don't think this one's a Halloween one. But anyway, it has chemical laboratory on here. I thought that looked good, and I put the poison. All orders promptly attended to for external use only. And I mainly put that stuff on there for the colors. And this does come out. It's in there with some elastic. And you can take this out. You can refill it. The pages are just stapled into this. The tie is attached with some washi tape. And it has all different kinds of papers in it where you could very easily do some writing in here. So it does have journal pages. So, and I put the grungier type papers in here just so that whoever gets this knows that. And anyway, I'm going to go ahead and just put that aside. Okay, so then you have next to that, well, I guess I can put it back in there, not a big deal. You just put it back in like this. So, you know, if you wanted to carry this with you and then put it back in later, you could. You could, you know, decorate it with a different ephemera. And then when it gets full, take it out, whatever you want to do. Okay, so this is the next kind of page when you turn it over, and then you see this on the back, and next to it, this is this little guy here, and then he has strange things on there, and then he has all kind of like medical things, and this guy is a pharmaceutical chemist. And he is an uncle of Marianne, the girl that's getting married in the strange family. And he's the one that introduced her to Hiram, because Hiram is a surgeon, and here's his card again. And then here are some medical things here. And then this is a receipt from a cemetery. And this is again another chapter 3 little envelope, which I think they're really cute, fun to have. I love that you can just, you know, get any paper and then cut out whatever you want with that. And there's a pocket behind here, and there's also a little tuck spot behind this guy. So both of those things are in there. And then you turn the page again, and this is kind of a little register for marriages and deaths in the town. It has the 31st on there, just reference to Halloween. But today on the 31st, and that's why they have it in front also here. And you also see it over here. It is the day of the wedding. It's October 31st, the day of the wedding. Anyway, so this little register comes out like that. There's some pieces of Velcro in the back. So this is a little kind of booklet when you open it up. And it has a rusted prong fastener, and it has all these different papers in it, and it is refillable, so you could definitely reuse that. And it's been decorated with some rub-ons and, you know, different ephemera. So that is that, and it just easily goes right back on like that. And then the next page, this is just a little side tuck. And this guy works in the funeral home. And he has cards of all the casket people, which the coffin maker is William Carney, which is the dad of Mary Ann. And he is the coffin and casket and robes, the undertaker. And this guy here is the groundskeeper. And this is his wife, Mrs. Drury. He's Mr. Drury. Okay. So that's a picture of his wife. And he keeps all these cards of all the different people. A florist. But again, they're all going to the wedding. Here is a little file folder that has been made. And again, it has some more little calling cards in there. And that tucks in there. And again, we made these little slides on my channel. I did it another time too, but it does show you how to do it. So that goes in there. I don't know if I showed you the one in front. I think I did. Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, that guy right here. Alright. So that's that. I thought this guy was really weird with the little K. He looks just strange. And I put rest in peace over there. Here's the next one. Okay, this one is this little girl here, and she is the daughter of one of the two cousins that are coming to the wedding. And she's dressed like a little gypsy, and this young girl became possessed. It says on there. It's got a little half moon here, and we've got all these little gypsy type things in there. And a little fortune-telling card. And these are all Tim Holtz ephemera and scraps from when we did stuff. And then here is another little card or policy envelope, and it has a little hand on there. I did a little cutout on that. And then of course we've got our little tie thing there, and There's a whole little thing on palmistry. Put that in there. Yeah, you could really use this thing for like a December daily or just notes Halloween from. I thought it'd work really well as like if you have a Halloween party, like a little guest book or something, you know. You could do one where you put lists on here and then people could sign your guest book over here. I don't know. And then on this is the last little flippy page of this, and it has the same little Tim Holtz, I forgot, slot thing or whatever. And we have a little specimen here with a bug and some other ephemera, you know, in there. And this creepy guy, which is Marianne's cousin John. So he looks kind of weird. And some other stuff. It's a spider diagram and then a tag. So anyway, and that's what it looks like there. So that's that. Okay, so now there's a whole nother side to this. Here's the back of the journal. That's the front. But when you open it up, okay, and I can't show you the whole thing, but this is what is on the back, and I'll show you in two sections. You've got this over here, and then you've got this over here, okay? And the way this is made, it's made so it stands up so that you basically have this, you know, to put like on your mantle or whatever, or on a table, and it's opened up, and it makes this side is purely decorations. So we'll go ahead and we'll start, I guess, over here. It doesn't really matter. This side here, we have Dorothy, and she is the sister of the bride. This is all her family, okay? The bride's family. And Hiram, he really hasn't hung out with them or even met all of them, especially the relatives from out of town. And he's starting to realize they're a little strange. He's not quite sure what. Because Marianne acts pretty normal, but she's got a secret. And he doesn't really know it yet. But anyway, so Dorothy, her sister Dorothy, likes anything spooky. She's a very sensitive person. You know, she likes to read palms and tell fortunes and things like that. But she's a very nice person, very sensitive though. Now she's got a twin brother and sister, and they're a little strange. They're very quiet. They basically don't have a whole lot of friends. They just basically hang out with each other. And people feel uncomfortable about them, but they can't quite put their finger on it. So a strange feeling comes over you when you're around them. And this says toxic and wicked. A lot of people think they're really weird. The reason all these bugs are here is whenever they're around, there's just a whole bunch of bugs. There's just always a ton of bugs. So that's kind of weird, okay? And then you open up over here, and this is Mom. And she is Elmira, and she's a very curious woman. And she does make a lot of elixirs and potions. But she comes by it naturally because her whole family, they tend to do that, okay? And also, I didn't tell you, this is done on, this has the Halloween tissue paper, and that was put all the way across the back. And then on top of that, we put some translucent crackle paste, and then it was inked up, and then all of this stuff was put on top of that. So that's kind of how this was done. This is the moon. This was done with the moon mask, Tim Holtz moon mask, and then she's standing in front of it with the stars and her crows all around her. She likes to feed the crows. Okay, and then over here, let me open it up a little more. you've got, this is Marianne, and this is Hiram, MD, and the family is all happy. She's marrying a doctor, and she acts pretty normal, but he just is realizing her family is a little strange. And the uninvited guest, you see an eye up here, on the 31st of October, and this is his calling card again. And this is her pet owl. This owl always hangs out with her. He thought that was a little weird, but you know, not that strange. She likes birds, okay? Her mother likes hawks. Her twin brother and sister, they just have all kinds of bugs and creatures around them all the time. Anyway, the uninvited guest in the eye is that what Marianne hasn't said is that she talks to dead people. At first she just thought it was dreams, but she's basically a medium, okay? And Hiram doesn't know that, and that's what this eye is over here. But all of the people in her family, they all have these little kind of quirky things going on. And then here's her dad, and he is owns the casket company, and everyone thinks he's a little strange, but he's reasonably popular in town. Anyway, this is him. This is his card, and it says, "Watching and waiting, a much misunderstood gentleman." And this is a big skull behind there, and then that's that, okay? And it says Thomas F. Little and the Undertaker, and then the Carney and Son. Well, this is his son that is works with his dad, and he's quite dapper, and he does like bats. He has several pet bats, and they hang out with him. But that is his son. Okay, and it says "Foolish Mortals" here. Okay, and that's it. And there's the front. So that is the whole journal. I hope you liked it. I had a lot of fun making it. It's really a lot of fun to get out all your stuff and use it. I am putting this journal in my Etsy shop. So if you're interested, I will put the link in the description box. But you probably will see this before the last two, or maybe you'll see it before maybe the last one. I don't know. But in any case, there'll probably be another video out showing how I finished it off. I think basically it's the decorating in the back of it. So if you like to watch that kind of thing, it will be linked to this eventually. But just look on my channel. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe. I am going to have a giveaway very, very soon when I hit 4,000. And could be anytime. And the way that I do that is from when my last giveaway is when I hit 3,000. I count all of the people that comment on my videos. You have to be a public subscriber, and if you comment on a video, that puts you in a pool. Only one comment per video. It can be old videos, new videos. It doesn't really matter because I can tell chronologically when you've commented. And then what I do is I just put you in the pool for each time you can comment on a video. And so if you watch 10 videos and comment on each one, that's 10 times that you're entered. So in any case, what I do then is when I hit 4,000 on that day, I will freeze it at that point as far as which comments I include, and then we will have a drawing for a giveaway. And it's a pretty good giveaway, and I will be doing that very soon.